What's going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. It's Friday. It's Infinite Hope Day. It's time for some good news, and I'm so happy to be joined by all of you in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. Before we get into it, please be sure to smash that like, hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and share the stream on the social medias and all that good stuff so that we can get more people involved in the positivity. Lots of crazy stuff going on in the news all the time. And this week, there was a lot of good news, I actually had to cut out good news, but you won't hear any of that in, your regular day-to-day news checking. You won't hear any of that, but you'll hear it here. That's why I do the show every Friday, because I want to get you guys all involved in some positive energy, getting you out there to enjoy your weekend on a positive note, and hopefully your week, and having you guys pass on the kindness to everyone. I'm going to start saying hello to the chat. I think all the usual suspects are here so far. We got Megamac. Hello, Megamac says Happy Infinite Hope Friday. Hello. It's always a pleasure to see you. Jock Nerdy, a very, very good a person, a kind person that's in the community, and I appreciate you for being here. We got Kaylee in the chat. Hi, Kaylee. I don't think I've seen you in the Infinite Hope stream before, but obviously we've run across each other in the community. I'm really glad you're here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show if it's your first time here. If not, I'm sorry if I haven't seen you, but I'm happy you're here. We've got a fun show ahead of us. We got the Grifter. Hello. Good to see you. We got Maestro Chi. What's going on? Good to see you. We got Anthony in the house. Hello. And Shane G, there you are. What's going on? I was expecting to see you. It's like, I feel like Infinite Hope is not the same without Shane G being here. We got Prismatic. Hello. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you here before. Hello. Welcome to the channel. Mina's here. Hi, Mina. Nice to see you. WASDM FM. Good afternoon. Well, good afternoon to you. We got Spike and Madness in the house. Infinite salutations, Nina. And to you, sir. And to you. Kaylee says, I saw one of your streams a few weeks ago live. Oh, yay. Okay. I'm glad you're back. Welcome. Joe Dirt is here. What's going on, buddy? Hey, what's going on? So many people here. Thank you all for joining me. Again, please be sure to smash the like. Thank you, everybody. Let's see, where should we start today? Let's start today with some science-y news, because we all love science around here. This is science-y, because it's about planets and stuff. And by that, I mean, well, it's not, well, the sun. It's about the sun. It's about the eclipse. How to watch next week's rare Ring of Fire solar eclipse. This was sent to me by Kai MFS. And of course, I forgot to share the audio. Let me get that going again. I'm sorry, guys. I keep messing up this share. StreamYards. Okay, here we go. How to watch next week's rare Ring of Fire solar eclipse. So last month's super flower blood moon, the lunar eclipse, was hardly the only exciting celestial event of the season. Next week brings an even bigger spectacle, a rare Ring of Fire solar eclipse. So on June 10th, skywatchers all over the world will be able to view the eclipse. And what is it? Total solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly between the Earth and the sun, completely blocking the sun's light. During the annular solar eclipse, the moon does not completely cover the sun as it passes, leaving a glowing ring of sunlight visible. Let's see here what they say on the news.
On the other side of the globe today, the last solar eclipse of this decade ignited a spectacular phenomenon known as the Ring of Fire. It was seen in parts of Asia, Africa, and Australia. A new moon, visually smaller than usual, passed in front of the sun, leaving the burning ring of light. The next total solar eclipse here in the U.S. won't be until April 2024.
A new effort to control the global. Excellent stuff. Yeah, so I always plan out on seeing these things, but then somehow something always comes up and I forget, and I'm like, I forgot today was the lunar eclipse or whatever it is. But yeah, so June 10th, if you want to check that out, that's when it's happening. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday, everyone. Yes. Jock Nerdy says, Stieg might say this is a hot topic. Good one, dude. Good one. He would be proud. Hello to you, Guy Monty. Hello. Okay. Next, we have a Good Samaritan story. This one was kind of cute. And, okay. So it reads, Good deed takes flight at airport as man buys ticket for someone desperate to get home. My wife came home from work yesterday and shared a very heartwarming story that one of her office colleagues told her about a recent trip to the airport. Be sure to read to the end. I will. While he and his wife were waiting in the ticketing line, he overheard a man at the counter trying to get a ticket to Las Vegas. He was having trouble. He only had $150, and that wasn't enough. The ticketing agent was pretty unhelpful and told him he needed to go online and look for other options. The man kept trying to explain his situation to her, but wasn't getting anywhere. His English language abilities were limited, so it was difficult for him to communicate. He was becoming increasingly frustrated, understandably, and she was becoming increasingly indifferent. That's not cool. After he finally despondently turned away from the counter, my wife's colleague, Fernando, went up to the man and asked what was up. He speaks Spanish, so was able to understand his story. The man had lost his job here in San Francisco area, had no place to live, and only $150 in his pocket. He had family who were living in Las Vegas and was trying to get there. He was told that he could get a ticket for $150, but told Fernando that he couldn't read, didn't have a computer, and didn't know how to access the internet from the airport, let alone navigate how to purchase a low-fare ticket. Fernando believed him and wanted to help him. They walked back to the counter and Fernando purchased a $330 ticket to Las Vegas for the man. Fernando didn't ask for anything and trusted that this guy's story was true. He followed his heart because he wanted to help him, and most importantly, he did. May this incredibly kind gesture from a stranger who paid attention and cared enough to listen to this man's story and take some action be a turning point for him to get back on track. It was a good Samaritan helping another who was down on their luck, most likely an immigrant, most definitely a human being, so he might have some safety, better his life, and be with his family. Not only that, a month later, when Fernando's wife was going through the credit card statement, she saw the charge and asked her husband, wasn't that ticket $240? Why is the bill $330? Fernando sheepishly replied, I upgraded him. Well, what a kind person this Fernando is. And I hope that whoever this gentleman was that had this trouble pays it forward at some point when they're able to, because that's what it's all about. You got to pay pay kindness forward. That's what I'm all about. Whenever something like that happens to me, I try to pay it forward when I can. Like if you go to a drive-through line and someone's paid for your coffee, you pay for the person behind you, and so on and so forth. You never know how you can affect people in that way. So I thought this was a good start to the show. Lots of good Samaritan stories. And one of them being this one that was, this was next level. It's not, is it a good Samaritan story when it's actually family? Well, kind of. New bride donates kidney to husband's ex-wife. Did it from her heart. This headline caught me. I was like, what? An ex-wife? Because usually, marriages that end, wives don't really get along. New relationships don't really work out that way. This seems like something out of a movie already, like this headline. So I got curious, and the story was very interesting. 10 years after their first date, Debbie Neal Strickland put on a cream-colored lace gown and married her longtime sweetheart at their Florida church. 2 days later, she put on a hospital gown and donated a kidney to Malin Mirth, her new husband's ex-wife. An unusual story, yes, but the tale of Jim Strickland and his two wives is a testament to how love and compassion can triumph over division. Boy, we need more of that. Malin, 59, had long struggled with kidney disease. By last year, she was ghostly pale with dark circles under her eyes, dragging herself through the workday with no energy. By the time she was admitted to the hospital in November, her kidneys were only functioning at 8%. Her brother offered to donate a kidney, but wasn't a match, so Debbie volunteered. So here they are. This is Debbie Strickland front left. So this is Debbie, and this is Jim, obviously. So yeah, and this is Malin. Jim and Malin had been divorced nearly 2 decades, but they got along well as they raised their 2 children. And as Jim fell in love with 56-year-old Debbie, the women were friendly at family gatherings, though not especially close. And Debbie knew that Malin was about to become a grandmother for the first time. Her daughter was pregnant. She imagined Malin's daughter giving birth and her mom not being there. I just couldn't not try to change that, she said. God told me you're a match and you need to do this. Giving is what Debbie and Jim do. At their home in Ocala, they are raising 6 children, a 6-year-old girl with autism and 5 teenagers, some of Debbie's biological grandchildren, and some they are fostering. But Debbie's desire to help Malin ran deeper. She spent years watching her brother die of cystic fibrosis while awaiting a double lung transplant. She offered one of her lungs, but she wasn't a match, and he needed 2. When somebody needs an organ, if they don't get it, they're probably not going to make it. I know it's something that you do quickly, she said. There they are again. Debbie passed the initial match for blood and tissue and began more complex testing while juggling a house full of kids, and at one point totting a urine collection of jug for 24 hours. Ugh. Malin tried desperately not to get her hopes up, focusing instead on her future as a grandmother. Debbie knew that's all I ever wanted, she said. She did it from her heart. After months of testing and COVID delays, the transplant was set for days after Jim and Debbie's wedding. Debbie was tempted to postpone the wedding, but friends discouraged her. The couple had already waited 10 years, canceling twice in deference to their children who announced their own engagements. They always put their children first. That's like also such a kind thing to do. They married November 22nd. Jim wore a gray suit with a yellow shirt because he's my single yellow rose. Oh, that's so sweet. It was the most amazing day of my life until 2 days later. That was also the most amazing day of my life, she said. As soon as she regained consciousness, the new bride asked about Malin. A few floors below, Malin was also pleading with the nurses, I need to see her. That was the first thing out of my mouth. So there they are with their kidney donor. I shared my spare and kidney recipient. I run on spare parts. COVID protocols were strict, but Jim was eventually allowed to wheel his new wife into his ex-wife's room. We had our masks on too, so we're crying. And of course, our stomachs were hurting because of the incisions, Malin said. We kind of laughed and cried. Oh, I bet that was such an emotional moment. Debbie could already see the difference. The circles under Malin's eyes were gone. She looked so alive and revitalized. Malin moved in with her daughter and son-in-law and new baby Jackson to recuperate. Yay. I got to hold him and feed him, and Malin, who welcomed a second grandson in March, I was like, I'm actually here to see this, and I'm holding this little baby. The women called themselves Kidney Sisters, pray for each other, coo over their grandbabies, and are all planning a big family trip to Lake Rabun, Georgia this summer. This is what the world is about. Family. We need to stick together, Malin said. She saved my life. That's amazing. That is like that is just so amazing. It's like when people put their differences aside, whatever maybe, and just stick with family and friends, and even in this kind of situation, right? This takes a big heart and it's a big gesture to give a part of yourself literally to another human being, and that's awesome. That's awesome. So there's infinite hope for you. Let me just catch up with the chat here. I think I saw somebody else join. Yeah, it was a nice story. Yeah, that's crazy that she was a compatible donor because that's like pretty rare. Hello, Jacob. Hello, hello. We have an Archer story coming up. Oh no, Shane says, great story. I donated kidney, but I'm not sure they'd be of any use to anyone. Ooh. I know what you mean. Anthony says, a true act of humanity. Yeah. Humanity, compassion. We're capable of great things. We're capable of absolutely great things. I know it's not really talked about these days, but we are. We are very much capable of all of it. Here's another cute story. 7-year-old girl obsessed with space will become the first kid to send an item to the moon. There she is. She's so cute. Oh, little girl. So cute. A 7-year-old astronaut in training will become the first child ever to send something to the moon after impressing the world's leading space pioneers. Elizabeth Norman is obsessed with space and staged the launch of a massive homemade Vulcan Centaur rocket from her garden earlier this year. Her enormous enthusiasm for all things lunar captured the attention of U.S. experts currently prepping the real Vulcan Centaur for the first moon landing in nearly 50 years. United Launch Alliance, ULA, has minuscule space left on the upcoming mission to send the first ever private pod to land on the lunar surface. They've offered to take something belonging to Astro Liz, and now a sticker carrying the name of her space blog will be part of the first ever lunar time capsule. Her family, who are from Leicester in England, have even been invited to wave it goodbye on the launch day in Florida at the end of 2021. The schoolgirl is one of a handful of people in the world to include a personal item on the first ever mission of its kind. And she's already doing her own astronaut physical training routine to prepare for a future in space, to one day even visit the moon and her sticker in person. Oh, that's such a cute goal to have. She's so cute. Oh, I love her. Elizabeth said, I can't wait to see a video of the capsule with my sticker on the moon taken by a lunar lander. Astrobotics is making my space dreams come true, and I'm excited to watch the launch. I love science and space because there's so much to learn, and I love exploring and doing experiments. Her future goal is to walk on the moon and explore the highest mountains on Mars. Proud mom Jennifer Norman said, none of us could have believed it when we found out that she would have an opportunity to make her mark on the moon. For her to be included in such a historic moment is incredible and has shown anything is possible. Her confidence and ambition have grown so much since she found out. I bet. I mean, that's incredible. Elizabeth's passion for space took off after watching coverage of NASA's Perseverance rover being sent to Mars in July 2020. She threw herself into learning all about space. Elizabeth has already built a bionic arm to learn about robotics and has just completed a 5-week NASA program where she designed and carried out her own virtual mission to Mars. She even set up a science-themed YouTube channel in July last year where she uploads educational videos. She is so sweet. I checked out her YouTube channel. You guys should too. The link is all down below, so make sure you click on that article and check her out. She's a sweetheart. So there's that. It was a really cute story. Oh, hey, RC from the NYC is here. Hello, says hello, Nina. Hello, chat. Hope everyone's well and safe. For $5, thank you so much, RC. I'm doing very well. As you can see, I'm here reporting good news to you, and I'm very glad to see you. I hope you're doing well and you have a great weekend ahead of you. Let me just play you this little clip that I got.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that happened. And you know what? There was another really cute story about a super smart kid. Why don't we cover that now? Because I think it's a good transition. Let's see here if I can find it though. No. There she is. There we go. All right. Okay, so the article reads, a remarkable 2-year-old with IQ of 146 is the youngest member of American Mensa. And this is her story.
We want to introduce you to a local little genius named Cash Quest. She is 2, going on 3, with the IQ of 146.
She's a smart cookie.
The average IQ in the United States is about 100. Cash was recently accepted into Mensa, the largest and oldest high IQ society in the world, making her the youngest in American Mensa.
What's this one?
Asia.
Asia. What's this?
Europe.
Cash Quest is definitely not your average toddler.
Tell me the 3 branches of government first.
Executive, judicial, and legislative.
Hey.
We started to notice her memory.
I know a lot of adults that don't know that. So yeah, she's smart.
It was really great. And she just picked up things really fast and she was really interested in learning.
What's this?
Why?
What's this?
17, 18 months, she had recognized all the alphabet, numbers, colors, and shapes. So that's when we were kind of like, okay, she's learning really fast. So it was a cross between what are we doing at home versus what is it that's attracting her to memorize and grasp all these concepts so fast.
Huh?
Cash can also identify all 50 states by shape and location on a map.
Mississippi.
She's learning Spanish, knows over 50 signs in sign language,
Please.
knows how to count to 100,
100.
can identify elements on
I'm so embarrassed. I need to learn how to speak Spanish.
the periodic table by their symbols,
Phosphorus.
and is even learning to read.
Blue and yellow.
She's 2.
As you can imagine, keeping this little genius busy isn't easy.
6, 7, 8.
I actually come from an educational background in terms of career. So we were also in limbo trying to find a daycare or preschool that actually catered to what she was able to do.
Oh, she's so cute.
So Sujit opened up a preschool. She teaches 12 kids and gets to spend time with Cash.
That's kind of awesome.
It's just taught me how to parent differently. I think we're all given children with different abilities and different, temperaments and things like that. And if anything, I think it's taught us just more so how to be able to communicate with her.
Do you have to remind yourself that she's like 2-year-old going to be a 3-year-old soon? Do you sometimes forget and you treat her like a teenager?
That's a good question.
At the end of the day, she is also 2.
She's 2.
And so she's in that toddler stage. So she very well much is still a normal 2-year-old where, we have negotiations, we have tantrums. The way we communicate with her, it has to be different because she's able to understand just a little bit more.
And not sitting still, which is
not sitting still. Yeah, usually genius kids are very rambunctious.
Sujit says it's important to let Cash lead the way.
I think one of the biggest things with me and her dad are making sure she has a childhood and we don't force anything on her too early. We're kind of going at her pace and we want to just make sure that she is useful for as long as she can be.
Bye, thank you.
Oh, she's so cute.
I mean, she's so cute.
Okay. Not only is she so cute, but something that stuck out to me about that whole piece is, did you see Cash was learning? She was processing. She was understanding all this. I didn't see one thing, not a tablet, no technology in that piece.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't thought thought about that.
Right?
That's
a
an
good
interesting
So,
point.
like, there's no screen time, so there might be something to that.
You know what? I think that's right. I
Mm.
think screen time sometimes makes kids have a shorter attention span. I've certainly witnessed that. So that's a good point. I
Yeah,
hadn't
she
noticed
had
I think
that.
there's
cards, she
studies
was
done
playing with
about that now that you know, kids who get a lot of screen time aren't as able to focus their attention for long amounts of time. And the good question about how you have to kind of remind yourself when the kid's super smart that they're still a kid. My nephew is one of those kids, like he's super, super smart. And sometimes you think he's older than he is, but then you're like, no, he's still 5. Like he's still, he's still very young. And it's just but I mean, I'm always under the habit of that you should treat kids like adult, obviously to their level of understanding. But I don't like talking to kids like they're kids. Like I don't like baby talk, and I don't like, making them feel like they're dumb because they're small. So like I always try to like talk to them like an adult would talk to them. I think that's a better method, but that's a personal choice, obviously, on my part. But yeah, I think that this is awesome. It gives me hope for the future. It's not all bleak. This generation. I mean, hopefully we're not all. Yeah, we're in a good. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. Yes, she's like Doogie Howser. She's like the little female version of Doogie. Yes, yeah. I mean, it's weird because it's like a double-edged sword, right? Like it's good, and the internet's good because there's a lot of knowledge out there, a lot of things that you can do with computers. But at the same time, it depends on your age range. Like, screen time is very bad for little kids. Uh, even she knows Disney Star Wars is crap. I wonder. Zelina, no worries. I'm glad you made it. Hello. Eclay says, not smart enough to use a toilet though, is she? Haha, I win. She's 2. Yes, the child is our future, for sure. We need to raise more children like that, more capable children. Give us some more hope. Yeah, that was a good story. So next, here's another kind of cool story that I ran into. So we got this couple here who hides $1,000 in cash inside baby supplies at Target to help other families after recalling their own struggle. Sweet couple, beautiful couple. A generous couple has been secretly stuffing money into the diaper boxes and under formula canister lids at local Targets in order to help out struggling families. Crystal Dunahay is a registered nurse and the founder of Milky Mama, a soon-to-be mother of 3. When she and her husband, Patrick, had their first child, they realized just how expensive raising a family can be. Now they're in a better place financially. They can afford to give back to others, so they've stuffed about $1,000 in cash into various baby supplies around Los Angeles Target stores, and they're not stopping anytime soon. We recalled how hard it was for us new parents to afford some of the basics, and we could imagine how difficult it must be during this pandemic, Crystal explained today. We hope that parents that purchase these items have a brighter day when they find our gifts, she wrote alongside an Instagram video showing just what the kind pair has been up to. Check it out by pressing play below. And this is the video. I think I have to go to Instagram though, so let me just do that real quick. And yeah, so here we go. I'm gonna keep the sound muted so that it doesn't get claimed because of the music. But yeah, so this is what they're doing. They're just going around and stuffing cash and baby products. I mean, that's just what an odd thing to do. But at the same time, I mean, can you imagine being that lucky person opening up that can or that diaper bag? I wonder how many people would actually go back to Target and be like, yo, I found some cash in my formula or diaper thing. Would Target then be like, well, it's yours? Or would they be like, okay, give us the cash and pocket it? I mean, this can be problematic. But I bet most people wouldn't go back. I bet most people wouldn't go back. So yeah, I think that's interesting. That was interesting. Sleek says, finally, a good reason to have a baby. Shane G says, $1,000 is certainly much better than what you usually find in diapers. That's absolutely true. Selena says, I used to not do baby talk until I had dogs. I find my little ones now respond better to baby talk the first year. After that, my son looks at you like you're crazy. You know what? I take that back. Zelina, I do talk and baby talk sometimes to my cat because she likes that like high pitched voice. And I definitely, I mean, I don't like, use my like W's for R's or anything like, I don't do that, but I definitely talk to her like she's a baby. I'm like, oh, little baby. But yeah, so I agree. And she said, I don't have kids, but I'm off to Target. I hope you get I hope you get it. I hope you get it. Zero Rewind, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. That was funny. That was funny. All right. So here's a cool little redemption story. Judge gave drug dealer a second chance. 16 years later, he swears him in as a lawyer. That's cool. The difference between finding justice and following the letter of the law sometimes takes a simple act of compassion. Where others might have seen an incorrigible offender, one judge saw promise, and following a hunch, he acted on his intuition. At first glance, Edward Martell, a 27-year-old high school dropout with an extensive arrest record, might not have seemed a prime candidate for rehabilitation. But when he was facing a 20-year drug conviction, instead of meting out the maximum sentence, presiding Judge Bruce Morrow gave Martell probation and a challenge. Morrow told Martell the next time he stepped into the courtroom, he expected him to have made something of himself, something big. He said, I challenge you to be a CEO of a Fortune 500 company instead of being out here selling drugs, Martell told Deadline Detroit. And I love a challenge. It was kind of in jest, Morrow recalled in an interview with the Washington Post, but he understood, I believe he could be anything he wanted to be. Fast forward 16 years and Martell standing in front of Judge Morrow again, only this time he's being sworn in as an attorney after passing the Michigan State Bar. While the outcome is sweet, Martell's path wasn't easy or assured. Since there's a very real possibility that his prior criminal record might scuttle his future plans as he was completing his GED, Martell's guidance counselor discouraged him from pursuing a legal career, but he refused to give up. After obtaining his associate's degree, Martell went on to score scholarships for both his undergraduate studies and law school. He then clerked at the District of Columbia's Federal Public Defender's Office and eventually was hired by Perkins Law Group as a researcher and writer. When it came time to take the bar exam, Martell had plenty of supporters in his corner, including Judge Morrow, with whom he'd kept in touch over the years. With the help of his law firm mentors, Martell submitted a 1,200-plus page application detailing the steps he'd taken to turn his life around. The main thing they look for is candor. I let them know that I am more remorseful, that I'm downright embarrassed, Martell told WAPO. I am the same person, but I don't think like that anymore. I've evolved. This approval took only 15 minutes. The seeds of a dream he'd planted had finally come to fruition. Martell still has a job with the Perkins Group, only now he'll be a practicing attorney rather than a researcher, and all because one man was willing to take a chance and made a challenge Martel couldn't walk away from. It's a crazy cliche, but some defendants that's what they need, Morrow told Dee. If you believe, like I believe, but for the grace of God, you and me, it took some intelligence to get in and out of that kind of trouble he got into. I told him, you could be my son. Let's see how far you can go with the man. He hasn't finished yet, which is just the kind of sentencing recommendation we could likely see a lot more of these days. And what can you say about something like this, right? This is an amazing story on so many levels. It's a redemption story. It's perseverance. It's inspiring. I think this is an amazing thing on both parts. The judge for not being so black and white in the situation and giving out a sentence that could have put this man in prison for the rest of his adult life, pretty much, or a good portion of it. And instead, he decided to, rule and give him that challenge and give him that opportunity to change his life around. And this man took that challenge and did it well. And the other side of it, too, is forgiveness, right? Like that's part of redemption. Like you need to be able to forgive yourself for like the bad things that you've done in the past, and having other people also be able to forgive you, that there's something that you like, there is room for redemption. Like there's something that you can do to overcome the negative things that you've done in your life. And I think that's there's something to be said about that, because right now we live in a culture that kind of promotes this idea that if you admit guilt, you are guilty of whatever else. Like if you say you're sorry about something or whatever, like that you're admitting guilt, and everything that you've done, like that apologies are not good enough, because in this article, like it talks about how like in 15 minutes he had written in an apology and saying that he's sorry for the things he's done and that he's changed his life around. So when you're sorry, like there's something to be said about that, when people can take that and kind of be like, it's okay, it's okay, and accept that apology. So we need to build more like a culture of forgiveness as well, right? Like especially for ourselves, because when you keep like that hate and like not forgive others inside, like it makes you corroded, like it makes your heart darker and not good, at least that's how I feel. Like even when people wrong me, I try to have compassion, and I try to try and forgive, because really forgiveness is mostly for yourself. But anyway, sorry about that. That's like my little rant on this article. I thought it was a really cool story of this dude achieving this great thing. That was awesome. Yeah, some people can change. I fully agree. I don't think anyone, I don't think you're doomed to kind of like be that person. Like I don't believe in that idea that people can't change. I think that people can change. It's very rare. That's why it should be highlighted when it happens, so that there's a quote from that movie, Vanilla Sky. Every passing minute is a chance to turn it all around. I've lived my life by that by that quote for a very long time. Because there was times in my life that I didn't want to move forward, like I was really stuck in a really bad place. And, I fought depression. I fought other bad things. And I realized that every passing minute is a chance to turn it all around. And you can do it. You can do it. If you're out there listening, you can change it all around. You just have to will it. You have to work on your will in order to be able to do it. It takes a lot of will. So yeah, that was cool. Cool story. 19K Fox says, and what a good rant it was, Miss Infinity. Thank you, 19K, and I'm glad that you're here. Hello, H&M, or HM, sorry. Says, reminds me of the character arc of Jean Valjean in Les Miserables. Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. And Jean Valjean is one of my favorite characters of all time. I love him. Like he is. I love Jean Valjean. Like if any of you guys, I mean, if you know me well. You know I love that story and the inspector and how the inspector couldn't see. He can't go can't see the gray, the middle ground. Always saw him as this bad guy. It's just such a timeless story for that. Absolutely agree with you there. You can do it. Speaking of Rod Stein, he's definitely one of my favorite people on Twitter right now. That guy is killing it on Twitter. That's true. Vanilla Sky is a great movie. I agree. Okay. Next, we have another very sweet story. And this story involves some singing. And you guys know how I feel about singing and music. I love music. So here it is. It says, young man with autism finds his jam at a local McDonald's singing every order at best drive-thru ever. And this does have a video, so we're going to watch this video. It's very sweet.
Well, at a time perhaps when we could all use a dose of sunshine, there's a young man serving up smiles at a McDonald's drive-thru. Boyd Hooper shows us how he's unexpectedly, unabashedly taking customer service to a whole new level.
When people talk about a restaurant's performance, they are generally not referring to this. But lunchtime is showtime. When Daniel Marshall
now let's make this world happen. Let's go
on stage.
He's got a great voice too.
This guy is great. Thank you so much for choosing Arden Hills McDonald's. My name is Daniel. How are you today?
Really puts a smile on my face.
Woo, woo. Hello. How are you?
Who else sings to you anymore in this day and age?
No kidding, right?
will
Nobody
sing
sings
your
to you
order.
anymore.
We got that 20 piece.
Then bestow on you a name.
What's up, boss? How you doing? What's up, Rockstar? How are you? What's up, Captain? All day long. I hear him at home.
I hear him at
the
home.
Arden Hills McDonald's.
That's funny. The
Always
guy that's working with him is like, I hear him at home. Like, it's like, because he sings like every order. Can you imagine working with that guy for 8 hours? I mean, I love him, but if I was like, working with him for like 8 hours and the dude just keeps singing the McDonald's theme over and over, I'd be like,
another friend.
Let's make it happen.
Coming around the bend.
Is it a convertible? Yeah.
It's always the ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
But not the way it's always been.
Come on down.
For Daniel.
How you doing, my good sir? I was different from a lot of people.
aw.
The teasing started in elementary school when Daniel was diagnosed with autism.
I was called names like I was dumb, I was stupid, I was retarded.
Daniel's mom told us after graduation, her son was taunted again by a manager at a different burger place.
Every day, they would say to him, you just need to quit. Isn't there somewhere else you would like to work?
Cheryl Marshall worried
Yeah.
for her son.
It was very hard.
But something clicked
Man, I'm feeling great.
when Daniel teamed with Ashley Sikora, his McDonald's manager.
I understand how he ticks.
Something close to Ashley's heart.
My youngest
Aw,
one
good
is
for
actually
her.
autistic as well.
In Liam, Ashley sees Daniel.
Take care of yourself, my dude.
Liam's hyper-focus on things like space and the planets.
Customer service is that for Daniel.
Y'all looking swaggerific right now.
Everything he has, he puts into that.
And his manager
All right.
isn't the only one
Wow.
who's noticed.
Wow.
Daniel is outstanding.
My kids love his singing.
Ray
Aw.
of sunshine.
In the years since Daniel came aboard,
You found a gem.
hundreds of messages,
An amazing person.
Best drive-through ever.
enough to get the attention of Tim Baylor,
He literally makes people's day.
the owner of the McDonald's,
Daniel is what you want.
that surprised Daniel.
But
We loving Daniel on their
No
big
one quite like
sign.
Daniel.
booyah, baby!
They should have given him a big bonus
It's
check
home.
too. I
It's a
would have.
brand new opportunity for me to be somebody in the world. Hi.
In a good mood. Awesome.
And as Daniel thrives, one mother savors the ride,
Very proud, Mom. Yes. Yes, she
Aww.
made us proud.
as another watches
I do.
and thinks about her son.
Enjoy your day.
When you see somebody like Daniel, it's just kind of reassuring that it's going to be okay. And He'll figure out his own way.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
Daniel Marshall making every day the performance of his life.
Have a wonderful day. God bless you, and keep on smiling, all right?
Aww.
Carol 11 News. Arden Hills.
This dude is definitely my kind of guy. I would like to be friends with more people like him with insanely positive, outlook on life. I love that. I love that on so many levels. He's great. Yeah, it's really great that he found something that he enjoys. Like even if it's like a drive-through, I would love to run into someone at a drive-through like that with that much positive energy. It's so cool. It's so cool. Yes, you got to go to that McDonald's. If you guys live around there, go to that McDonald's and be like, get some positivity in you and be like, yo, you were featured on this live stream. It's called Infinite Hope. You should check it out. Oh, yes. A grumpy old ninja says, okay, that's a fantastic story. An example of what humans should be. Definitely, definitely. We have a lot of stories like that today. Here is another one about, I made this one our featured story because I thought this is just so freaking inspiring. It's next level. This dude, an armless archer, aims to win gold at Summer Paralympics Games, joined Team USA. He doesn't have arms, guys. His name is Matt Stutzman, and he was born in Kentucky without arms, and pretty much from the get-go, he was involved with sports. This guy he puts me to shame. I know that. Let's watch his story. Pro athlete. He's born without arms.
People ask me how I taught myself how to eat and stuff. And I don't remember because obviously at 2 years old, I was already holding a fork in my foot. So apparently my brain just knew how I was going to have to do that stuff before I actually realized that I had no arms.
That's so cool, right? His feet are his arms.
I wanted to be the best basketball player in the world. And I spent years practicing, and I got pretty good at it with a guy without arms. The reality was that I was never going to be an NBA basketball player, but I needed to do it just to prove that I could.
Dude, he can shoot hoops better than a lot of people I know.
Probably within a couple weeks of getting a bow, I knew what I was supposed to do with my life. I found my Michael Jordan moment, and at that point on, 8 hours a day sitting in a chair trying to make Paralympic Games.
He's already been there and got a silver medal. He's driving with his left foot. He actually drives.
Cars and archery are very similar, as in a car just wants to be driven and it doesn't care how it wants to be drove. A bow wants to be shot. It doesn't care how it's shot. So you could be a very good archer.
Damn!
Mechanic.
He shot it through the car window.
Doesn't care, right? It's just the machine or whatever. And so that's why I love both of those sports.
Wow.
That era is special because I was able to learn so much from it. And I didn't really learn that much from my medals because, when you're doing well, you think you have it figured out. It's when things go wrong is when you learn your lessons to make you better.
That's so true. You need adversity.
I got to spend a whole year with my family, where normally I'm traveling all the time.
Aww.
Just financially or whatever. What I ended up doing is I kind of just would fix cars in my garage. But I was able to make it work. I'm a fighter. and I'm more ready now for the games than I probably was last year.
That's so cool. I think this guy is very inspirational. I also think it's really interesting because now we're in a world now where you can get really amazing prosthetics, or you can get, like bionic arms pretty much. Like we've crossed that point now where you can get that kind of thing if you're in this gentleman's position, or if you're, if you're born with it now, like you can get stuff like that done. And I think there's something to be said about overcoming that and not getting that done, and being someone like him that like decided to turn that into his lifestyle, and he's just, he just overcame that disability, or quote unquote disability, but it wasn't a disability to him. It's just the way he was, and he just kind of, lived his life. There's something to be said about that. I think that's really, like, that's really interesting to me, because you're not like, you don't, I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if you guys know what I'm talking about. Zero reminds like, this dude is good at everything. Yeah. With his feet. Yes, he does. You have to have a great attitude like that, right? When you're growing up with so much adversity. I think that's a big deal. Let's see here. Jacob Archer from Barton says, "Damn, make me want to drop Archer from my name, but good for him." Well, it's funny because I've actually done archery. It's a very stoic and zen sport. Like it really brings you and very extreme connection to yourself, because you have to like really do like deep breathing, and it's kind of like meditation in that sense, because you have to like kind of breathe and let go of the arrow, and the focus, the amount, like the insane focus that you have to do. It's really cool. I like archery a lot. It's very humbling. It's a humbling experience. Grumpy Old Ninja says, "You picked a heck of a lead story today. This is incredible. I love your show, because I tend to forget humans can still be humans in the storm of negativity we live in." This is why I do this show, Grumpy. This is why I do this show. And I have more story. I still have a few more stories, so stick around. There's more stories to just help lift you up. Like this story. It's about another autistic individual that I thought was really cool. It's a very short story. Let's have a listen.
We have counted on them in this pandemic, the men and women delivering our packages, and they have counted on him. Tonight, 22-year-old Jake Pratt from Vestavia Hills, Alabama, UPS, documenting Jake hard at work. Jake has Down syndrome, growing up, excelling in school, playing on the football team. And after graduating college, he applied for a holiday season temp job at UPS. He got it, delivering packages with UPS driver Richard Wilson.
Hi, David.
Richard on his partner, Jake.
Working with Jake is awesome. He brings the right amount of energy and determination to get the job done. He's very motivating, and he's also made a difference in my life.
And tonight, the new victory for Jake. He has now been hired to work year-round at UPS. And in honor of Jake, a donation to Down Syndrome Alabama. UPS helping to start the Jake Pratt Fund, a scholarship to help others like Jake. So right here tonight.
What's up, David?
Jake, the new hire, working year-round.
My dream job is UPS because I like to work here.
Tonight, Jake and his message.
I hope people can see me and inspire them to reach your goals.
Oh,
Jake, we're rooting for you.
Yes, we are. What an awesome kid. I hope that he achieves all his goals. That's amazing. That's amazing. I loved it. I love that story. Here's another. This is a fun story. This is kind of interesting. Man stolen wallet gets returned 20 years after it went missing. Proper time capsule. So a Scottish man recently got a blast from the past with a wallet he lost 2 decades ago. Ryan Seymour, 37, lost his wallet at a pub in 2001, and he finally recovered it on Saturday, May 29th, according to the New York Post. In several detailed tweets shared by Seymour, he was first contacted by Dunfermline police in late April about the recovered item. The message he received at the time described an embossed black wallet that contained a work pass cards which expired in 2004, according to an officer named Gillian. When Seymour finally retrieved his long-lost wallet, he found it still held his Bank of Scotland ID card, a home rental membership card to SPAR, a Fife Council library card, and a one-stop phone shop redemption card for unlimited ringtones and logos. Man, I remember those. That's crazy. So here's the wallet that was recovered. Apparently, the wallet was recovered from outside a pub that somebody stole it from him, like inside a bathroom, yeah, and then just dumped the contents outside in a bush. Seymour told the Daily Mail that he recalls the exact amount because it was a running and inside joke that he had with a friend who was with him the night his wallet was snatched, and it was like 8505. Now, this is the really interesting part of this article. Says researchers at the University of Michigan conducted an international study in 2019 that examined 17,303 cases of lost wallets. The behavioral scientists who worked on the study found that 72% of wallets that contained a large sum of money, around $94.15, were returned across 40 countries. This return rate was significantly higher than 51% of returned wallets that contain a small amount of money that was around $13.45. Wallets that contain no money at all were only returned 40% of the time, according to the study. That's such a weird and fascinating study. I mean, who goes around studying stuff like this? Behavioral scientists, I guess. That's really weird. But yeah, so this guy got his wallet back after like 20 years. This is the pod. It's like, stuff you really, when you're thinking to yourself, like, I'm never going to see that thing again. And then it just comes back to you. It's just so weird. But yeah. Okay. So moving on. Here is another story of a little dude that did some heroic things. Boy 7 swims a mile to save dad and sister stuck in river. By the grace of God, we're here. Here's their story.
News4Jax reporter Bree Isom joins us live. Bree, the family was swimming in the St. Johns River when it happened.
I like this lady's hair.
So the father tells me he was fishing and his kids were just swimming right by the boat. But that's when they ran into a scary situation.
How'd you get so good at being in the water and dealing with those kind of situations?
I have no idea.
Chase
Oh,
Pouse
he's
is
so
only
cute.
7 and he saved himself and his family on Friday night. Chase, his 4-year-old sister Abigail, and his dad went out on a boat to fish from Mandarin Point. Chase and Abigail swam by the boat while it was anchored.
The current was so strong that my sister, she usually hangs out at the back of the boat, and she let go. So I let go of the boat and I grabbed her, and then I was stuck.
Stephen Pouse, the father, says he jumped out of the boat to save his kids. Pouse says he told Chase to swim to shore.
I told them both I loved them because I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
That's so scary.
And I tried to stick with her as long as I could, and both of them, really. I wore myself out, and she drifted away from me.
But Chase kept swimming to shore.
Were you getting tired swimming?
Oh, yes, that's why I did that. That's why I floated on my back.
Smart.
Chase says he didn't have a life jacket on, but Abigail did. and that's what kept her afloat when she drifted away from her dad.
This is why you always
the
wear
7-year-old made
a
it to
life
shore
vest.
after an hour and knocked on a neighbor's door for help. And that help finally came when Florida Fish and Wildlife rescued the father and 4-year-old in a boat. The Jacksonville Fire and Rescue Department and the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office also helped in this rescue.
We're here. By the grace of God, we're here.
Wow.
Now, JFRD says the father and the 7-year-old were not required to wear life vests since the 7-year-old is older than 6 and the boat was smaller than 26 feet. I'm live, Bree Isom, Channel 4, the local station.
That's so crazy because I'm a very strong swimmer, like very strong swimmer. I've done lifeguarding classes when I was younger, and I'm a good swimmer. But whenever I go on a boat, pretty much like whenever I wear a life vest, because the ocean has a mind of its own, man. Like you will never know. It's better to be safe than sorry than to be caught off guard. There's been times where I didn't wear a life vest, like if you're on a big giant yacht and you're like sun tanning or something like that. Like other than that, most of the time, if I'm out on the water on a very small boat, I have my life vest on, or medium sized boat. Like you gotta be safe. You gotta be safe. I mean, in this case, thankfully, this kid was smart, knew what he's doing, and was able to help everyone, and there was not a tragedy. Like tragedy was averted, but most of the time, man, wear your dang vests. It's just safety, always safety. It's little Captain America. You're right. It's so true. He was so cute. Definitely. Nina's safety tips. Damn it, people. Well, it could have been so much worse, right? Here's another crazy story of similar themes. I'm not going to let you die. Pregnant mother rescues 3 girls from drowning in Lake Michigan. This story was sent to me by Zelina. So if you're here still, Zelina, thank you very much for this story. So she was at the beach with her own kids and noticed a group of girls who were further into the large waves and spotted their arms waving for help. Oh, I've seen that before.
I shot up out of the sand, and then I pulled my kiddos out of the water, and I told them, stay out of the water, stay right here, don't move. And I ran over to the pier and to see what was going on. And when I got to the edge where they were, they could barely keep their heads above the water at that point.
So scary.
So I knew right away, like, if I don't do something, these kids are going to drown. So at that point,
there was like high winds apparently as well. Here's another safety tip for you. Whenever you go to the beach, and if you're planning on getting the water, look for the flags. And the flags, like there's like, they have different colors for different weather types. And if the flag is telling you not to go in the water, don't go in the water, because the ocean can be a terrifying place and can kill you. It can kill you.
Set my phone down and kind of hoped that they heard what I was saying and that they could still maybe hear what was going on.
She was smart though, man. She didn't even go in the water.
A couple times where I had gotten them partway up, and the waves would come and they'd smash into us, and it would pull them back down.
So scary.
And we'd have to start all over.
So, I mean, you just have to think whether it's like adrenaline that anyone gets in a situation like that, or you being a mother, also a pregnant mother, like that probably helped fuel the strength for you that day.
Yes, I am extremely grateful that I was able to pull all 3 of them up. There was a 4th girl who had made her way in just enough that we were able to go around in from the shore and help her out of the water. And also grateful that all three of my kids stayed safe at the end of the pier watching. My 2-year-old was pretty freaked out.
I
and
bet.
He kept trying to run out onto the pier to me. And my 6-year-old would just pick him up and take him back to the sand for me. And she stayed really calm. I was super proud of her.
Well, thank goodness that everyone was okay. She's a hero. She saved people's lives. That's awesome. Good for her. Good for that lady. That's amazing. Okay, here is another crazy story about this very similar topic, actually. Oh, before I go into it, though, hello, Kai. Good to see you, my friend. And Stieg is here. Says, hey, Nina, I got unsubbed from you. Fix it now. Well, I appreciate that, Stieg. Yeah, that happens. YouTube does that sometimes. So everybody make sure you're always subscribed to your favorite YouTubers. It happens. It happens all the time. Hello, Keely. Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, we're going into this story now. This is a very interesting story as well. The title reads, Woman Reunited with Fisherman 35 years after they rescued her. So this is also a video story, so we're going to watch this, but I had to go to YouTube to find the YouTube story. So here it is.
What would you say if you came face to face with the people who gave you a second chance?
Oh, what a good story. It's just yeah, me too, man. I hate onions. Oh no, Selena, be safe. Oh no. Oh yeah, everyone's got their tissue boxes out. This was a teary one. It was, yeah, when I was watching it last night, I was like, I'm not crying. You're crying. That was a sweet story. Well, here is another one, another sweet story. Here we go. Texas homeless man lands job with help from a restaurant manager. Oh, before I get into this one, though, I don't want to forget. Roger H., thank you so much for the thumbs up sticker. Thank you so very much. I love you, man. Thank you for being here and the thumbs up. It's a staple. It's a staple. Hello, Teresa. Good to see you. All right, here we go. So Texas homeless man lands job with help from restaurant manager community. Community donated money, clothes, and toiletries, and even a bike to help. So 9 months ago, Kenneth Smith was lying outside an Outback Steakhouse using his yellow backpack as a pillow. He was starving and at the point of giving up on life. That was until he met Laura Hodges, the managing partner of the Fort Worth, Texas eatery. It started after a complete stranger had tapped Smith on the shoulder while he was sleeping outside the restaurant to see if he was okay. I said I was hungry, starving, and actually looking for some place to stay, Smith told Fox News. It's a struggle he had been facing while living on the streets for the last 4 to 5 years. The Good Samaritan immediately walked into the steakhouse and bought him a $100 gift card to get a hot meal. That very gift card changed the course of his life, according to Smith. When Smith walked inside, he met Hodges, who immediately told him to put the gift card away. Instead, she offered to cover his meals whenever he was hungry. I ended up giving him my business card, Hodges told Fox News. And I'm like, look, I don't know if you hang out here very often, but if you ever need a meal or anything like this, here's my card. Just come in anytime you just need something to eat, we're happy to help you. For months, Smith came into the restaurant multiple times a week to eat, and each time Hodges got to know a little bit more about him, his life, and his story, she said. About 2.5 months ago, she offered him a job as a busser. To me, she's an angel. She's an angel from above, Smith said. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be here. And there they are. Before his first day, Hodges bought Smith his uniform and toiletries and even paid for him to stay a night in a hotel. He was able to get clean and all the good stuff, and feel good about working the next day, Hodges said. Shortly after he began working, Hodges reached out to a community Facebook page asking for recommendations on motels that he could afford to stay in each night. I've recently employed a homeless gentleman. He is wondering and he is wonderful and works very hard. He tried to pay for a motel room daily, she wrote on Facebook in April. Does anyone know of a motel close by that rents for less than $60 per night? He is just trying to get a fresh start. The post blew up, Hodges said. The community rallied behind him and began donating money, clothes, toiletries, and even a bike to help him out. People just thought it was so great that he was trying and working, and they wanted to see him do well, she said. They just started building a relationship with him. People would stop in just to see how Smith was doing. And she added, she also gets daily letters sent to her mailbox for him. They are either filled with money or well wishes. My post literally just asked if anybody had hotel recommendations. It never asked for assistance, but that's the direction they took. They took it. However, Hodges acknowledges that this never would have transpired if it weren't for that Good Samaritan offering him the gift card almost a year ago. She just wanted to do something that helped someone. I believe that is what just started that paid it forward mindset, Hodges said. Now, Smith is looking for opportunities to do something nice for someone else, she said. I just think that paying it forward mentality has just been abundant in our world right now and our community, Hodges said. So yeah, there you go, paying it forward. And what a wonderful story. I hope that, he gets back on his feet and he can, move on and all it took was one Good Samaritan sparking this whole thing, right? Just one little gift card, changed this man's life. And that's wonderful. That's beautiful. That's a good thing. So there you go. What an uplifting story. So we have some more people joining us. Hello, 200 Watt Studios. For $2 says, hey, sweetheart, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Well, hello to you. I am very good. Thank you so much. After this, I'm going to go out with my husband. We're going to probably go to the mall and just, maybe I'll get some ice cream or something. It'll be fun. Yeah, it was a nice story. Oh my goodness, Jock Nerdy for $10. Thank you so much. Says, Nina, this is my idea of a reality TV show. Rehabbing a homeless and getting them back into society. You know what? That would be a great show. And it would probably help a lot of people. I like that. I like that idea. Thank you so much, Jock Nerdy and 200 Watt Studios and everybody for being here, you guys. Thank you very, very much. Here we go.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Thanks again. And we have Mexican Iron Man here. Hello, Mike. Good to see you, my friend. Says, what the heck, Nina? I click over here randomly and boom, I walk into your stream and now I'm crying. There's no Mexican Iron Man crying in iron suit. Stipple. You wanna hug, not fight? Mike. Oh, I do want to hug, Mike. Oh, yeah, let's quit fighting. No more fighting. Aw, what a sweet super chat, Mexican Iron Man. I love that. Thank you. That really uplifted me as well. Thank you so much for that super chat. That was awesome. Here is a little thank you video.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have one more story to share with you guys, and then we'll get to the animal videos portion of our show that we end with weekly. Here is the next story, and it's got a little video we can watch. So it says, a student was turned away from his graduation ceremony for wearing the wrong shoes. His teacher gave him the pair off his own feet. And here is their story.
All right, graduation day was nearly a disaster for a Louisiana teenager until a teacher solved his problem when he jumped in with both feet. Here's CBS's Nikki Batiste.
Teacher John Butler has a pretty good reason for standing in his socks at his high school's graduation. He had given student Devarius Peters the shoes off his feet.
Devarius came up to me in a panic and he said, "Mr. John, they're not going to let me graduate." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because of the shoes that I'm wearing."
A school representative barred Devarius from his Louisiana high school's graduation ceremony, saying his shoes didn't meet the dress code. The 18-year-old says he was pacing outside when he saw Butler's familiar face and told the teacher what happened.
It was just a no-brainer to me to just take my shoes off and give them to him.
They were big shoes to fill, 2 sizes too big.
So I just slipped them on like they were slippers.
What did you feel in that moment?
I felt like the joy. That whole day, I was just couldn't wait till 6 o'clock. I was just ready to graduate.
What does Mr. Butler mean to you?
He's a motivator. He's a hero.
The extraordinary man in this picture,
Just the smallest
exemplifying
thing, right?
a teachable moment no textbook ever could.
Be kind to one another. Be thoughtful.
Compassion.
Be empathetic. Try to understand where other people are coming from. And I try to lead by example every day.
That's right.
Nikki Batiste, CBS News, New York.
And the school tells us it's going to plans to change the dress code.
Good.
And what's next for Devarius? He wants to join the Air Force. We'll be right back.
Sweet. He's going to join the Air Force. That's awesome. But yeah, that teaching compassion. What do you know, right? Just and teaching through your own actions, even better than that. Just showing compassion to one another and teaching through that. Ion said, "Don't rust, Mexican Iron Man," because you're crying. Oh yeah, don't rust. Master of the TDS. Good to see you, and see you next Friday. Hopefully, have a good weekend. Thank you for being here. Same to you. Release the McCracken. Stopping in to say hi. Well, hello to you. Thank you for being here. And we have Adriana. Hey, Adriana. I feel like it's been a minute. Good to see you. And what did you send me? Oh, it's you're a #1 sticker. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. That is so cute. Thank you. We got some emojis going on in the chat. Cool. Yeah, I guess it's the animal portion of the show. Is that what's going on? So yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's some cute animals. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, we're going to start off with some goats in freaking pajamas. I mean, dude, this is just cute. This is just, what is this? It's a car full of baby goats with pajamas. It's too cute. Okay, so there's the goats. I love this feel good page. Everybody should follow them because they got a lot of good stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna be perfectly honest, and I tweeted this out as well. I didn't even know what this was. I've never seen this thing before. I've never seen. It's called a capybara. It's called a capybara. I was like, what the heck is that? It's like a giant guinea pig. Dude, this thing would freak me out if I ever saw it. Like I wouldn't want to pet it. I would be freaked out. I'd be like, what the heck is that? That thing looks freaky. But this lady's petting it and it's kind of cute. I mean, what the hell? It's like a dog. But it's like a massive rat. This thing is too weird. What the hell? Oh my God. That is insane. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Can I show that? Zero Rewind sent me this picture of something he caught in a cage below like his porch in his house. And I was like, what the heck? That's crazy, right? This is, I mean, I've never seen it's like a freaking giant guinea pig. That thing would freak me out. That thing would freak me out. Here, let me go on my DM so I can show you what Zero Rewind caught. But I won't show our DMs. Don't worry. I gotta make sure that there it is. This thing was next level. Okay, here we go. So Zero Rewind caught this. It was below his porch deck. Like it was living there. What the heck, right? How'd you catch it? Oh, it's a marmot. I thought it was a beaver at first when he sent it to me. I was like, is that a freaking beaver? And look at its claws. That's freaky, dude. I wouldn't want to go near that. Oh, there's suckers for Apple. Oh, he says he caught another one today. Dang. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Memes. Hello. And it says they swim and can climb trees. Tommy's final form. I know I tagged him on that post because I was like, is this for real? Like, it's like a massive guinea pig. Like that would freak me out. Tommy knows I'm freaked out by guinea pigs. I'm not a huge fan of rodents, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Like the only kind of rodents I don't mind are like squirrels. But I'm not a huge fan of rodents. And that thing would freak me out. That's like a stuff of nightmares to me. A giant guinea pig. I would be like, I'm a cat person. Cats don't like rodent. We're just not rodents. No. Like, that's freaky. I mean, I guess it's cute, but oh my God. I mean, it's kind of, I would never pet it. I could never pet this. Okay. Anyways, moving on. This is cute. Look at this. It's an elephant on the beach. I mean, come on. Oh my God. This is amazing. Like, who took this picture? This is funny. Oh, that cracks me up. That cracks me up. That's just freaking funny. Yeah. Caption this, you guys. Caption this. Like what? Or this. Like this is hilarious. Like this is after a crazy night partying or something. Like you just face plant. And this is when Canadians finally go to the beach after this is when Canadians finally see the sun after 9 months of rain and snow. Oh, that's funny. Dumbo gets drunk. Yeah, Dumbo gets drunk. There you go. Babar on the beach. Oh, I love Babar. That's too cute. I love that. Oh, that's funny. There we go. Okay, next. Okay, this is hilarious. I used to live when I used to live in Canada. We lived on a ranch, and the ranch next door like actually had mini ponies. So this is super cute. But I used to live next to them. Oh, it was like a freaking mini pony. Oh, it's so cute. Hey, what is happening in there? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Little mini pony. I love that. I wonder why it's so happy and excited. Oh, we got some more elephant captions. We got move over swimsuit illustrated. Here's elephant illustrated. That's funny. Spring break. Yeah, this is definitely a spring break picture for sure. Spring break for sure. I don't know if they bite. Like they never bit me. They're just super cute. But I don't know. I don't think they bite. Mini pony delicious. Ew, Shane. No. I know. Every little girl wants a little mini pony. That's funny. Jock Nerdy says Ella Flaunt. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's funny. Elephant's gone wild. This shows My Little Pony is real. It's true. It's true. Oh my god, Midnight Mike is like, is that Mandy's house? Oh, that's funny. Okay, next. Okay, we got one from Che. I'll open that one after because it's a Reddit scene. This is funny. The buck kept showing up every day, so they got him a bed. I have a sneeze coming and it's like, oh, it's teasing. It's one of those weird sneezes. So this buck just kept showing up to this person's house. Oh my god, I have to sneeze, but it's like on the surface. I hate that feeling. Okay, this is funny. My brother is home from school. Aww. Okay, I'm gonna mute this because I don't want the. Look how excited they get for the little brother to get home. Aww. Steeg says a buck bed. That sounds like something else. Oh my god. You didn't Steeg, you didn't put any punny captions for the elephant pictures. I'm surprised. Okay, so there's Zelina sharing that story. Okay, this was freaking cute. Yes, every timeline needs this, and yes, we have the sound on for this. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's just too cute. Can you guys hear that sound it's making? That's too cute. That was too cute. Oh my god, I love this. I love the animal videos. Aw, tuxedos on parade. Aw. Give us food, lady. They're excited to finally be fed. Yeah, it's all about food. Oh my god. Okay, so this is funny. This is another animal that I was like, what the heck is this? Meet the Australian quokka. Actually, I had seen this before, but I'd never seen one pregnant and with child because it's kind of like a kangaroo, like it's got a pouch. That's so freaking cute, and they're the ones that smile all the time. Now, the interesting part about this, though, is these are the ones that smile, like they're like really cute animals that they always look like they're smiling. They legit look like that. But apparently, when the going gets tough, the Australian quokka will throw its young at predators so it can escape. That's sad. But at the same time, it's so cute. Oh, that's kind of funny though. It's like the irony. It's so cute, but it's also like, I don't care about you if my life is in danger. To each their own. Every quacka for itself. So that's, I don't know. I thought that was funny. So we got yeah, animal videos are awesome. This is the best portion. I love this. Where's the fish, lady? Doc Nerdy's like, oh, I got a penguin joke, but not for here. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's funny. Damn, don't piss off the mama. Yeah, don't do that. Look how cute it is, though. They always look like they're smiling. So weird. Okay. Back to the bookmarks. Okay, so I got this from Mega Max. So thank you. We're gonna watch that after. And we got another one from Cavatinho Che. We're gonna watch that after. And we got one from RC. Thank you, RC. Okay, let's watch this one now. Aw. What the? Wait, what? Wait, what? No. The parrot is barking. This is next level. It's a bird dog. It's a bird dog. Oh my god. Oh my god. It knows how to meow. What is this bird? The cat is so confused. Oh my god. Well, thank you so much, RC. That was hilarious. Wow. I don't even know what to say. That's wow, that's really weird. Perseverance pays off. Oh, little kitty. It's like, how'd you get in there? How'd you get in there? I want to get in there. If I fits, I sits. I need to fit. If you fit, I will fit. How'd you do this? Oh, I can't. There's like, I can fit in there. I can do it. Just give me a second. Just give me a second here. I can do this. Oh. Oh my God. Perseverance pays off indeed. It's like I'm finally in the shoe. Oh, it's so cute. Close enough. Aw. That's too freaking funny. It's a cat bird. Yeah, that was crazy. Steek says, that has to freak the cat out. Imagine if you run into a dog and it starts speaking to you in English. No kidding, right? The bird is multilingual and plans to take over the world. Yeah, that sounds about right. That definitely sounds about right. Oh my God. Yay, never give up. No, why are you so evil? You guys, don't encourage him. Look at the big kitties. Eventually, they all come to mommy. They're big kitty cats. Aww. I want a big kitty like that. Oh, I just want the little tiger. Aww. They all come to mommy. That's freaking adorable. I love big kitty cats. This one was shared by Tugs. This is not an animal video, well, unless you count humans as animals. There's no context to this, but apparently I bookmarked it just so we can watch it together. It's a sweet story. Seems like it's a police officer and it's giving a bike to this young man. Oh no.
What she say? Look what they did. What
Aw.
she say, Daddy? They couldn't find your bike and what they do.
Oh, it seems like they found it. Maybe it was reported stolen and they found it for him. Well, that's great. Yeah, I had bookmarked that. I forgot. So thank you, Tugs. Tugs is awesome. Okay, this I lost my mind when I saw this because this is freaking funny. Thank you, Darwin, for sharing that.
Ну а чтобы зубки у нас были чистые, нужно их перед сном почистить.
Oh my gosh. Their faces are next level.
Чистые, нужно их перед сном почистить.
Oh my god. I like how he pushes back the other dog. Like, get out of here. This is mine.
Ну а чтобы зубки
That's
у нас
funny.
были чистые.
This is my Get out of here. Get out of here, yous. This is my Dracula's pugs. That's funny. Oh, look, this is a turtle story, you guys. There's a couple of pictures like that.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right.
Okay, so they're not turtles, they're tortoises. It's close enough. Says born in 1832, 5 years prior to the coronation of Queen Victoria, Jonathan the tortoise is due to turn 190 years old in 2022. That makes him the oldest known land animal alive today. That's insane. That's actually quite insane. Look at him. What? That's insane. Look how big that tortoise is. That's like 100, what was it? 100 and what years old? 190 years old. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is cute. This is like my cat, but a little bit hairier than my cat. There's a little cutie. He's so cute. It's just being a cat. This is interesting. I didn't see this. Okay, we're gonna watch this now. Thank you, RC from the NYC. What does it say? This it's doggies. Okay. This might get claimed because it's a basketball video, but let's just watch it.
Help us present it with his new service dog, Murphy.
An unforgettable smile from a 36-year military veteran injured in Afghanistan in 2014. He was surprised with Murphy at a basketball game. So excited to meet his new best friend, he dropped to his knees. Some vets wait months or even years for this moment. We've rounded up some of the most heartwarming moments where American heroes get much needed help from four-legged heroes. This Marine Corps sergeant, who served 3 combat tours in the Middle East, had no idea he'd be getting a giant lift at the New York Giants game. Little Athena was just as excited, giving him lots of kisses. He served the country and lost his fiance to a brain aneurysm. Then learned at a football game, he'd be getting 7-year-old German Shepherd Scarlet, a rescue dog.
And then I see the dog come out of the. I'm looking at the screen and I see a dog and I'm looking around and I didn't even hear what the commentator said anymore.
That's
the 18-month
sweet.
wait for a service dog also, surprise, ended on the football field for Steve, who was seriously injured in combat.
And today, Steve, the Giants, along with the United War Veterans Council and the American Humane and Semper Canine, would like to present you with a service dog named Levi to assist you throughout your daily life. Thank you for your service to our country.
I love doggies.
The healing that's about to happen, incredible. It changed this man's life.
They call it a new leash on life. You know, I was looking for a second chance.
The veteran suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder says Merrick the Chocolate Lab became his medicine.
When he wakes me up, I'm sweaty. You know, I know something's wrong. I'm already starting to get like jittery or whatever. Going to grocery stores. Used to, you go in and you get real nervous. And since I've had him, I have no problem. And now it's just, we can do everything together. I don't have to worry about watching my own back. He got me.
Even the nonprofit Canines for Warriors that trained Merrick brought to tears.
Transformation to see him from, not leaving your house, not sleeping at night, to being able to go be a person again.
And the thank yous are felt every day for Clay, thanks to Charlotte.
Instead of medications, I have Charlotte.
He wasn't allowed to re-enlist after 3 deployments and several knee surgeries. Now he works at a hardware store with Charlotte, who has her own work vest too.
She alerts before I have any clue anything's going on. And that's what's so good. So I don't have the issues.
Praise for a partnership with these pups that heals the heart, heals the mind, and gives back to those who have given so much for the United States.
Come on, sweetheart.
Yay! What a good story. Thank you, RC. I appreciate this story so much. Whoa, it was very hopeful. I loved it. Totally up my alley. Thank you. This was weird. Somebody tagged me on this. Man arrested for training dog to throw bricks at people, ringing his doorbell. That's messed up. I don't know what. I was like, what? Okay, wait, go back. Oh, this was just cute. Yes, they are. Doggies are good for the soul. Hey, Dartside. Aw. Taking care of his doggy. Oh, look at this turtle. This was the smile of the day, you guys. I mean, look at that freaking smile.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right.
Oh, look at the turtle. So cute. It's actually smiling. That is just like the cutest picture ever. Like, how is that even possible? That is so cool. This is awesome. Yes, it is. I mean, look at the little tiny babies. Little tiny babies. Look at those claws, though. Holy shit. Oh, little babies. Little babies. I like turtles. Oh, so cute. I like turtles. Everybody likes turtles. Turtles are awesome. Turtles are so cute. Oh my god, somebody said Ewoks are awesome. Or Ewoks are real. Ewoks are real. I know, right? It does look like Ewoks. I know. Kaylee, I love animals too. Animals are amazing. Okay, this is a Reddit thread, so we'll have to open that separately. Oh, this is so cute. This is animal love. So cute. Little doggy and this bird. Is that a duck? Or is that a geese? No, it's a duck. Oh my god, they're hugging. Like they're friends. This reminds me of like the Aristocats. That little duck. So funny. They were geese though. They were definitely geese. Oh, we saw this last week. So I guess we're all caught up. Okay, so let's go to the couple of videos that were on the separate threads. So this is Bunny giving self a bath. That's just freaking adorable. I mean, who doesn't want to see this? Oh, look at the little bunny. Look at the little bunny. Oh, what's good for the goose is good for the doggy. Yeah. Aw, little bunny. Wow, he's really giving himself a bath there. Just, that's intense. He's like literally eating his ear. What the heck is he doing? Oh, that is so cute. I know, but they're cute. So bunnies and squirrels. That's the only rodents I like. Bunnies and squirrels. But I wouldn't have them in my house. Like I would never actually own a bunny. I would just like to look at them. I'm more of a cat and dog person. Speen. What is this? Oh, whoa. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. They're just like, they're spinning as they're eating. That's funny. Oh my goodness. All right. And there's another video here. Watch a heartwarming moment as elephant falls asleep to caretaker's lullaby. Oh, let's see her. Oh my god, that's so freaking cute.
Lullaby for a big elephant with a benevolent heart. ฉันเห็นมันสงสารเหลือทน
Every time Lex sings to the gentle giant, he falls asleep.
ไหลลงจากบนหลังคา
The 7-year-old elephant named Fami is part of a herd at the Elephant Nature Park in Thailand.
To be under the elephant and look up at them, you have no idea how beautiful.
Lex says her singing makes Fami safe and comfortable. She says they communicate through love.
That moment is my time with the beautiful giant, and I feel the love from them.
First,
She's like
they
the elephant
hug,
whisperer.
Then watch as Fami slowly lays on the ground to take his nap. His ears flap to the music and his trunk curls in. Finally, he shuts his eyes. A precious, peaceful moment created by love.
ฉันเห็นมันสงสาร
For InsideEdition.com,
Oh my
I'm
God, that was
Luciette.
freaking cute. Like, how is that even like achievable? That is so cool. That lady was like the animal whisperer, the elephant whisperer. That was so cute. Kibble makes the world go round. That's funny. I know, I want an elephant. Stuntbrat says, I rescued a bunny from my front yard once, but put an electric cord on top of my lazy boy. The bunny just jumped off there and gnawed all the cold. Oh my gosh. Damn. Okay, so last video here, and then we're going to call it this little cat that apparently just hangs out with the doggy. I'm going to mute the music video because, you know, the copyright claims. Oh, they're so cute. That's awesome. I hope that one day if I get a dog, that my cat and dog would get along like that. That was really, really sweet. But yeah, so we've come to the end of our show for this week. So I want to thank everyone. Stunt Brat, Eclay, Shane, everybody, Steve, Grumpy Old Ninja, Roger H, Keely, everybody, Jacob. Thank you for being here. RC from the NYC, Darth Side, Midnight Mike, WAS DFM, 20 Watt Studios. Everybody was here today. The memes of destruction, Maestro Chi. I think I said Stomper Anthony. Thank you for being here. Ion. Who else? Who else was here? So many people were here today. Kai was here. Jock Nerdy, my good friend, big Midnight Mike, and I know Zero Rewind was here, but I can't find your name right now. But everybody, thank you so much. There's Zero Rewind. Kaylee, thank you so much for being here. E Clay, there's Cavitano. Just sent a couple that you found. Oh, okay. Let me double check here. Oh, there's a lot of notifications. We have been going for like 2 hours though, so maybe we'll keep these for next week. Although I will share this one from Jock Nerdy, who sends us a video of his dogs going crazy while watching my stream.
Buddy.
Oh my God.
Buddy, it's all gone. All gone.
Oh, doggy, I'm sorry. That's amazing. I love that. I love when you share stuff like that, Jock Nerdy. That was so funny. Yeah, of course. Thank you, everybody. Everybody be safe. Have a great Friday. I'm pretty sure Friday Night Tights is starting. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the rest of these for next week. So thank you guys. It's been 2 hours, so I'm gonna go eat and go to the mall and call it a day. So yeah, everybody, thank you for being here. And I will see you guys next week. Make sure you tag me Nina7Infinity on Twitter if you come across any good stories, any animal stories, cute stories, whatever, stuff that uplifts you. Share it with me so I can share it with everybody else every Friday. And I will probably put out the highlight video for this on Monday. So keep a lookout for that as well so you can share it with your friends and whoever. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you guys next time. Where's my outro? I'm trying to find it. There it is. Take care. Bye.